Hello everybody, good evening. Welcome to the Mastic Maricha's Library. My name is Chef Rob. My son Chris is here, and if you have any questions or comments, please just type them in. He'll let me know. Usually he will. He screens them, so be careful, okay? No, he doesn't do that.
Susan said, rough drive from Syosset.
I hope you're okay, Susan. So, everybody celebrating the Chinese New Year. I have a lot of different Asian dishes coming up this week. A lot of different libraries with this. And Valentine's, of course. We're going to make General Tso's meatballs. Okay? They're really, really tasty. And then we're going to do dragon noodles. Dragon noodles I have a few times this week. But I hope you'll make these and I hope you'll enjoy them. The first thing I'm going to do is the General's meatballs. Okay? I'm going to use 1 pound of the ground round. I'm using the 88%. Anybody out there guess where I got it? Can't get 88% in a lot of places. Chris, any guessers out there? With it, what I want to do, and Emily, if you are out there, I am adding your favorite panko. Yes, you can use panko, Emily. A half a cup, okay? A half a cup for 1 pound. Okay, put that to the side. Chris likes when I get some things off of the table because I have so many different things going on. I'm going to put 1 egg. So Chris, I'm going to get rid of the egg. Okay.
Bonnie guessed Meat Farms.
Meat Farms. You know what? Honestly, I don't know. You may be right that it's 88%, but Costco is where I got it from. Okay. I am going to add in a little bit of kosher salt and black pepper into this. Meatballs. Just a little sprinkling, kosher salt. Don't need a terrible amount because the sauce has a lot of salt in it too. Fresh ground black pepper. Okay.
Debbie X, will the recipes be available?
They should be posted because I did send them to the library quite a while ago. If not, after I'm done here, I will email the library and just ask them to post it. Okay? I'm going to put in some fresh garlic, 2 cloves. I just want to mince these really good. Just give that a little smack there. And just give it a nice good chop. Get it all off the side of the knife. And then you're going to add that into the meatball. These meatballs are really good. Really, really good. So, a little different than the General's chicken. General's meatballs. Can't get that at your Chinese store, I don't think. Right? Can you, Chris? Do you know?
I think General Tso's shrimp, I think they've had.
Shrimp, maybe pork, right? Okay, get this garlic right in here. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Don't put too much sesame oil on there. It's strong, okay?
Tamara said they emailed the recipes when I registered.
So what you can do is, even after the class, register it or call the library tomorrow and they will get them to you, okay? Because it's getting late now. So 1 teaspoon sesame oil. Again, not too much, very strong.
Aunt Prudy said, hi, Rob and Chris.
Hello, Aunt Prudy, post-birthday girl. How are you? 2 days, right? It was 2 days ago. Yep. I hope you enjoyed your birthday. Okay, so, and then a little bit of fresh ginger. Just take these off here. And just want to peel this. I just need a little bit of the fresh ginger, about a teaspoon worth. Okay, so if you want to use it with the peel on there, it would be fine. Just scrub it really, really well. What you got, Chris?
Nope, don't see anything.
Okay, so just kind of go like this. Just zest it right over the meatball mix. And just kind of tap it. Might get a little stuck on there. You can get that right in there. Okay. So over here. Okay, and a little bit of green onion. So about 2 green onions. I'm just going to take these tops off right here. Green onions in the meatballs, really, really good. Cut these roots off here. Make sure those outer leaves are really nice and fresh, and make sure you wash them really good. I'm just going to cut it right down the middle, just like that. And then we're going to brown these up in the pan, and then we're going to make the sauce. So 2 green onions, nice and thinly sliced, thinly chopped, either way is fine. And that would be enough for 1 pound. Sometimes they're bigger than others.
Susan just posted the link to the recipe for this. General Tso's meatballs.
Susan, we're going to have to send you a check in the mail or something. Thank you, Susan. Okay, I am just going to put a dot of the vegetable oil in here. I'm going to start turning that on. And now I'm just going to start rolling meatballs.
And she just posted the dragon noodles recipes.
Wow.
And also Debbie posted it as well.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. You guys are great. Okay. I'm just going to mash this up really well. And then, as I'm doing the meatballs, tell you about some other classes we have this week coming up. Okay, you can make these meatballs as small or as big as you want, okay? On the recipe, I have it as where just to make them kind of like a little better than a teaspoon's worth, okay? So if you want little cocktail meatballs, that's the way to do it. Okay, if you want them more heartier, you make them a little bigger. Of course, the bigger you make them, the quicker they roll, right? Okay, so I'm going to roll these, and if anybody has any questions while I'm putting these in here, okay. Tomorrow night at 6:30, I'm doing the same dragon noodles, okay, at the Center Moriches Library. That's at 6:30. So if you would like to see that, please, it's on their Zoom page, okay. And then on Wednesday, we're at the Taft Public Library. No, I'm sorry. Wednesday is the Pound Ridge. At 4:30, we're doing a heart-shaped cookie pizza. It's really good. I know some of you have seen me make the chocolate chip cookie pizza. If you haven't seen it or haven't made it, you can make it along with me, okay? Perfect for Valentine's Day. Okay. So if you're making little mini meatballs, you'll probably get about 40 out of this, okay? But they freeze really good. You can cut the recipe in half as well. Of course, you would have to cut the egg in half, too. Can you do that, Chris? Cut the egg in half?
You could try.
You can try. Now, the sauce is really, really good. While these are cooking, we're going to make the sauce. Then they're going to simmer in this, and then we're going to go over and make our dragon noodles. Okay. And then let's see, what else do we have this week? Thursday at the Taft Public Library at 6:30, we are making strawberry biscuit cookies. So if you'd like to make them along with us, they would have the recipe. You could sign up at that library, and it will be on their Zoom. Okay. Friday, we have 2 other Chinese dishes, and it's at the Hicksville Public Library on their Facebook page, and that's at 6:30. We are doing honey and soy chicken with a ginger scallion sauce, okay, with zucchini in there, a little different. And then we're also doing kung pao shrimp. So something with a little kick there, Chris. You like your food with a little kick, right?
Yes.
What did we make for Super Bowl yesterday?
What
you made was good.
I made meatball strombolis. You made the Parmesan crusted quesadillas, and then potato skins we had, and what else?
Potato skins.
Guacamole.
Fresh guacamole. Gotta make your own guacamole.
WX, can I substitute ground pork, and can I air fry?
Absolutely, yes. They would be fine. Fine to do that. You're just gonna give these meatballs a couple minutes on each side. Okay, and again, while these are frying up, a couple minutes on each side, and then we will make the sauce for this. And I've been working with Debbie from the Mastic Merchants Library for so long now, right? Thank you, Debbie, for everything. Always such a pleasure. Always great. Always have nice chats. Great. I got one little meatball left, so that'll be yours, Chris. Lucky you, huh?
Susan said, Chris, when are you teaching the Stromboli class?
Thank you, Susan.
I am teaching the Stromboli class on February 31st. Yes.
Susan, you're so right. Chris has got to get into this. Dad wants to just hold the camera. How about that, everybody out there? I hold the camera one night. Chris makes whatever. Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be great.
Debbie said, or actually your wife said, great Super Bowl food from Chef Rob and Chris. And then Debbie said, pleasure to work with you. And then Rosalind asks, can I bake them?
Can you bake them? Absolutely. Especially if I'm not right next to you saying, you got to bake these or fry these, okay? You can do whatever you want. Okay, so see how they get a nice little crust to them? Okay, just turn them over just like that. I was at your library the other day, Debbie, up in the children's room. Anytime I look over to see if you're sitting there, you're never there. I don't know. Are you sure you're still there? Huh? You're out in your kayak. Can't go out in no kayak now unless you're in Florida. Even Florida's cool, I heard. Okay. These are going to brown up really, really nicely. Okay. Now, what you can do, you don't have to, if you want to make a glaze to this, take about a 1/4 cup of cornstarch and you can roll the meatballs in there, okay, and then put them in the pan. Don't have to do that. But if you like it a little thicker with a little sauce, just do it that way. Let me just make the sauce now. I need a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. Hey, this is pretty good, Chris. Look, I have a 1/2 cup of chicken broth right here. It's almost like somebody just like brought it to me or something. I don't know.
Alice said, hi, Rob. Alice from West Babylon. Dale said, yeah, substance.
I know exactly who they are. How are yous? I miss yous.
And Debbie said, I'm here now.
Oh, okay. I hope you guys in West Babylon are doing good. I miss coming to see you guys there. Okay, I need some soy sauce. I need about a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Dale, this is some substance there, huh, Dale? That's about a 1/4 cup right there. I want 1 tablespoon of honey. This is where it starts getting to be a nice glaze. Okay. Add these things in here. 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. Hoisin sauce you can either make or you can go down the Asian aisle and they will have a nice small little bottle that would be perfect for just 1 recipe. Okay. Just going to roll these around.
Debbie said, I missed the Monday night leftovers.
I know you do. Well, Debbie, you know, you're not that far of a drive from there, and you're going to be on your way home soon. Leftovers? 4-course meal? Promised, right? Okay, and then just a little bit apple cider vinegar, about 2 tablespoons. This kind of offsets all the sweetness in there. Got these meatballs. So I am going to take these meatballs out of here, okay, because they're getting nice and brown. Then I'm going to start cooking the sauce, and then we put the meatballs back in there. But if you see all this grease in there, you want to get rid of that. We don't need that in our bodies. Who out there's got some questions for me? Come on. Not that late. We could sleep in tomorrow, can't we? I like how everybody has that code, you know, like Dale said, substance, so I know exactly who you are. So, because I don't get to know everybody's names, all the different libraries I go to, but I know substance. Okay, just mix this up really well. Okay. I'm just going to take these meatballs out, and I'm going to put them on a paper towel just to get any of that excess grease off. That way it means I have to walk less tomorrow. Not that I mind, because I love going for walks. But it might snow. Isn't it going to snow tomorrow? Chris, do you know?
I think so.
You think so?
You know who's here?
Who's here?
The knitter.
Who?
The knitter.
The knitter. Hello, the knitter. Everybody's got their code. Everybody's got their code. Susan, what's your code? You gotta have a code. Nightly virtual? Okay. I am just gonna get rid of this. Put it right in here. And now I'm just gonna bring the sauce in this pan. Chris stands back whenever he sees me do this. Okay. Now, while it is boiling, this is where you could either toss the meatballs in there ahead of time, or you could add a little bit of cornstarch right now, okay, and it will just start thickening up, okay, and give it a nice general sauce.
Susan said I need one. Nightly virtual works for me.
Nightly virtual, okay. It is no more Susan, it is nightly. No, I'm only kidding. It's got to be Susan. Okay, just whisk that up. Get those little lumps out of there.
Your wife said Susan should be your #1 virtual fan.
We have a couple that have been really watching. Susan watches. Boy, Susan, you're something else. Emily,
And she knows your schedule further than you know.
Yeah, actually Susan does tell me my schedule.
She has all the recipes on her computer and all that.
Okay, so everybody see how these are? Just toss it around here. Let this simmer. Okay, about 6 to 8 minutes. And this sauce is so good. Just make sure the ground beef is cooked all the way through. You want it to be cooked through to 165, okay?
Joe said, I find it hard to unlump the cornstarch. Any hints?
Any hints? Just like when you take a flour and water mixture, you can always add a dot of salt to it. The salt kind of takes the lumps away from it, okay? So now when these are done, we are going to take a little more scallion, put them right on this platter. I'm going to cut this scallion here, and then I'm going to put some sesame seeds right on top. And it looks really, really pretty. Just make sure that sauce doesn't reduce down into the pan and stay with it and watch it.
Joe said thank you.
Absolutely.
And Susan said, I know what I'm making for Chinese New Year on Friday. Looks yummy.
Ah, that's great. The panko inside this, instead of the regular breadcrumbs, the regular Italian panko is a lot better for this one. Okay. Dale, perhaps a meatball? Okay, mix this around. I just want to make sure these are coated really, really well. Okay. You know, there's nothing like in person, but you know, we've been having a lot of fun doing this virtually. All the different libraries all over the country, all over Long Island especially. And we're making the best of it. And I know we're going to be virtual till at least the fall, you know, food-wise, I heard. So that's what it is. But I got to keep coming up with new things for you guys. All right, we're going to shift over to Dragon Noodles now. Okay. So I'm using some, you can use chicken breast, chicken tenders, boneless chicken thighs. Usually when you go to the Chinese restaurant, it's the chicken thighs. Keeps it moist. It's cheaper. Okay. So I'm just going to turn my burner on right here. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Okay. I'm going to take the chicken. It's going to, any excess liquid, get rid of that right here. Okay. Put a little bit of garlic powder on here, about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you don't like the spice, you can go less, or even don't even have to put it in there. Okay, just about a teaspoon. And now some kosher salt and black pepper. And the oil should be starting to get hot. Just give it that. A little sprinkling of black pepper. And now just, I have gloves so I can just kind of mix this around really, really well.
Marion asks, what ingredients are in hoisin sauce?
Oh, you really... I have a recipe. I will give it to you in a little while. Peanut butter is in there, so you have to be really careful of peanut butter, okay? Let me see if I can do this. Okay. So if you want to make your own hoisin sauce, I just want to go back to the meatballs, okay, just like this. It is 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, okay? Just waiting for this oil right here to get hot. Needed a little bit more. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So if you have anybody with allergies, be careful, okay? About a tablespoon of either honey or molasses. And this will make enough for a couple Asian dishes, and it will last a long time in your refrigerator, okay? 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. 1 garlic clove. Okay, take the garlic clove and just kind of smash it up, chop it really good. A little bit of sesame oil, so like 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. A teaspoon of chopped hoisin sauce. These meatballs they're almost done. Chris, are you having this tonight?
Yes, I am.
Chris is the luckiest cameraman on Long Island. And then a little black pepper, just a little black pepper, and that is it. Just be careful of the sesame oil. You don't add too much just because, again, like I did with the meatballs, it's very, very strong. Okay?
Wait, did you say chopped hoisin sauce?
Chopped hoisin?
I think you meant to say garlic, right?
Chopped garlic.
Yeah.
I said that? Okay. See that? Just make sure the oil is hot so it sizzles nicely. Okay, we're just going to get this nice and brown. This had its day, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, while the chicken is cooking, I'm just going to peel up some carrot. Throw it in here. A little zucchini, some pepper. Pepper, get rid of those seeds, get rid of any of that white in there.
Patty X, is there ginger in the hoisin sauce?
At times there can be. When I make it, there is not. But certainly some recipes, absolutely, it has it in there. Okay. And then just see that white there, just kind of take that out. So you prep your vegetables when the chicken is cooking, okay? Nice sized carrots.
Shanu said, my daughter's Girl Scout troop is scheduled to be making soft pretzels making class with you in April with her Girl Scout troop. Can't wait.
I can't wait to do that with you guys. Soft pretzels with the Girl Scouts. How lucky am I? Love it. We're going to have fun. And you're going to make those pretzels again and again. I've never done anything with the Girl Scouts yet, you know, classes, anything like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. Everybody, I'm just taking these ends off right here. Okay, you can do the zucchini and the carrot at the same time. You want to cut these into matchstick size pieces. I like to just turn them up just like this. And now, get a different knife. Just like this.
Marion said, I made your recipe for General Tso's chicken. It was excellent.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Now you got to try the meatball. The beef and the bird. When I was in the restaurant business, I used to do something. It was a chicken and it was a beef dish. It was called beef and the bird.
Rosalind said the Boy Scouts would love to join as well.
The Boy Scouts too, huh? I would love. We can do whatever you want to do. These meatballs are definitely done, so I am going to take them off. I'm going to plate them just like this, and you want to pour that sauce right over the top. I think the Mastic Mauritius Library in the children's room, I think they're doing these soft pretzels as well. Debbie, you would know when it is. You get the flyer. I know you do. And now just pour this sauce right over it, just like that. Put that right over here. And now all you do is just top it with some scallions and just a little bit of sesame seeds, just like that. And you have the General Tso's meatballs. And Chris is grabbing the plate from me. Okay, I want to turn this chicken. You can see I'm getting a nice sear on the meat. In a minute, I'm just going to put these right on the side because I don't have to cook it all the way through because I am going to add the vegetables and then put them back in there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut up my carrots. Just one really, it is a really big one, so one would be fine.
Susan said, I think one of the meatballs just disappeared, LOL.
Susan, you're right, I counted them.
Yeah, okay. And then Profan said, looks good.
Thank you, Profan. Now, anybody from out of state tonight watching? Is Tamara out there?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, cut these into matchstick sizes. Okay, now when you're cooking, you always put the hard vegetables in first because you want them to start cooking. See how this is? Just put this right over here to rest. You want chicken to be cooked through 165. Now I'm going to add in the carrot.
She said, yup, I'm here.
Going to add in a little bit of fresh garlic and a little bit of scallions. You can put this all in with all the veggies. Okay. Give that a good smash. Chop this up really good. If you're ever out east, in Riverhead, there's a garlic farm out here. You have to go to it. It's really good. They have a garlic festival usually. I don't know if they had it this year, but when they do, they make garlic ice cream. I don't know if I want to try garlic ice cream.
Yeah, no thanks.
You want to try it?
Nope.
I have heard that it is good though. I'm going to use a little bell pepper.
I think I'll just stick with vanilla.
Vanilla. Just nice sizes. Gonna leave this right over here. with the garlic and the carrots, since I want those carrots to start cooking up pretty quickly, I am going to add in some scallions. Always use the white, and then and that's the strong onion part, and then you kind of work up and it gets a little milder. Okay, let's toss this in here. Okay. Stir this around really good. The chicken, you just kind of let it sit on the side, just kind of let it rest 8-10 minutes, something like that.
Joe said I tried it. Very strong. A tiny bit goes a long way.
On which?
I think the garlic ice cream.
Oh, you did try it. Okay. I'm going to put a pinch of salt. What that does kind of makes the vegetables sweat and it starts cooking a little quicker. Okay. Going to add in my other vegetables now. It's one thing about Asian cooking. So many nice vegetables go into it. It can be really healthy if you want it to be. Or it could be really bad if you want it to be as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that turned up. We have our chicken right here on the side. Now, lo mein noodles, they're egg noodles. You can buy them down the international aisle. Just boil them like you would regular spaghetti. If you can't find them or don't want to use that, you want to use regular spaghetti you got at home, it works fine. Okay, you want about 12 ounces for this exact dish. This here will make about 4 to 6 servings. Okay. So while this is cooking, let's make our dressing or a sauce to go with it to really coat the noodles well. See, I got to get those carrots nice and soft. So I'm just going to get my different ingredients over here. Now, one thing, if you want to make this really spicy, if you like spice, put this in, the garlic chili sauce. If anybody out there doesn't like spice, leave this out of the recipe and use something like this. Almost like a sweet and sour sauce if you want to change it that way. Because not everybody likes spicy, okay? I like kind of a mix. Debbie, why do I think you like spicy? Am I right? I think I am.
Alice X, can you use rice noodles?
Rice noodles? Yeah, that would work fine. Sure. Okay. A little bit of chicken broth. Okay, so to make the dressing for this, some soy sauce.
Debbie said I love spicy.
Debbie does, right?
Yep.
I knew it. Because I could picture you eating some of the leftovers after the class, and I know which ones you go to. About a 1/3 cup of soy sauce. This one you could typically use either the reduced sodium or the full amount of sodium. Either one would be fine. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Any kind you want to use. I wouldn't say the chunky though, but any kind.
Tamara, oh wait, hold on. Marion X, can you show the bottle of sweet and sour sauce?
The bottle of sweet and sour sauce, yes.
And Tamara X, how about ramen? I have a Costco box of them. None of us are eating.
Use the ramen. Yep, it will work. It would be fine. Alright, so these vegetables are starting to get a little soft. So I'm just going to slow down on making the sauce because I want to add the chicken in too. Because I want to finish cooking the chicken in with it. Then I'm going to add the noodles. And then I'm going to add the sauce in here too. Okay, because it's still a little bit hot. I want to be cautious. Just going to toss that right in there. I promise you, if you make this dish once, you will make this again and again. It looks like it's a lot of work to it, but if you have all the all the dressings, all the vegetables all out and prepped ahead of time, it's so easy. And you know there's always ways to do shortcuts. You don't have to season the meat like this if you don't want. You can use like your leftover rotisserie chicken, right, and still get it to taste good. The sauce will make it taste good. Add this right in here. Okay, so while the vegetables and the chicken are finishing off, I'm just going to put in the one lime. The lime, whenever you can, buy the lighter limes because it has the most for your money in there. You get the most liquid out. Okay. And you just need a half of a lime for this. So we have peanut butter, soy sauce, and lime in here. And now 2 tablespoons of the chili garlic sauce or something a little bit milder. Okay. I had my bowl here. Here it is. Okay. I'm using a mixture of half chili sauce, half sweet and sour. Just kind of balance that out. And now about a tablespoon of chicken broth. So what I'm going to do is just put a dot, just a dot. This is chicken bouillon. I don't even need that much. I only need half. Just put that in there and a tablespoon of water. Mix that around really good. And this will start to coat on the noodles when I put them in really, really well. Okay, let me add in the noodles. So if you don't want a lot of pasta in this and you just want a lot of vegetables and chicken, just use half the amount of the noodles, okay? Any questions, Chris?
Nope, don't see any.
Just gonna toss this in here. And now add in the sauce to this, and it will just kind of reduce down and really coat everything. You want to let this cook for a couple minutes, just kind of let it really coat the noodles. Kind of gives it a nice glaze on it. And then if you like nice fresh cilantro, which I do, you can always put a little bit of fresh cilantro right on top when you are done with this. If anybody hasn't seen my program before, if you want to go to my Facebook page, Simply Creative Chef Rob, you'll get to see all the different classes we do nightly. Okay, there, you can see it's really starting to coat it really nicely here. Let's give that another second. I think instead of putting this into a nice serving bowl, I'm going to serve it dinner right out of this. Unless, Debbie, you need a nice big to-go tin or something like that. So some nice fresh cilantro. Let's just chop this up really good. You could certainly make this with chicken, shrimp, pork. You can add it all in here. It would be great.
Debbie said that looks amazing.
Thank you so much. We're going to do this live someday, Debbie, right? And I know it will be a Monday, and I know you will be down there about 7:55 or so, right? Okay, so that is the way it looks. This is our Dragon Noodles right here. And then this is our General's Meatballs. So, please, anybody, if we have any questions or comments, please, I'm here for you. And before we do go, Debbie, thank you so much. Again, always love working with you. The Mastic Merchants Library, they're going to have a few different libraries in their community. Now it's going to be branched all over. Debbie, do I get my own parking spot? Or my own room, Chef Rob's room now? Something like that, maybe? I know, I don't need it. Everybody, I hope you and your families all stay well. I hope yes, Chris?
Joe said thank you.
You're welcome, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for always watching.
And Debbie said VIP.
So, please, make these Friday be perfect. Celebrate something. Chinese New Year. What's really good about these type of holidays, we don't have to go shopping. We don't have to buy gifts or anything, right? It's just fun holidays. Almost like yesterday, Super Bowl. Just eat. That's it.
Let's
So we
see.
gotta exercise.
Tamara said, wow, it all looks yummy. Alice said, thanks, Rob. Looks great. Tamara said, thank you. Luz said, delicious. Susan said, thank you. See you tomorrow. Luz said, thank you. And Susan said, did I miss a recipe for the meatballs? And Rosalind said, greatness.
Thank you so much.
And your wife said, dinner time.
Dinner time. Yeah, the recipe, just go to the, what is it, Chris? How do they get the recipe?
In the chat, you can go all the way up, and 2 people posted the recipes for each of them, or you can contact the library, and they will send it to you.
Thank you again, Debbie. Everybody stay well, and hope to see you tomorrow. Center Merchants, I'm doing Dragon Noodles again, so I'm sorry, okay, but it'll be all right.
And the recipe's on the library's calendar, Debbie said.
Okay, yep. Whenever you can, just go to the Mastic Merchants Facebook page, their website, because they have so much to offer you. I know a lot of you people are from Mastic Merchants. Some of you aren't. Please go there because there's so many different things out there for us now.
And Jerry said, thank you. Looks yummy. Can't wait to check out your Facebook page.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.